Hello, I'm Miss Mendoza, and in this video I'm going to be developing a communicative activity. But first of all, I wanted to talk a little bit about the importance and objectives of implementing this kind of activities in the classroom. So, the communicative activities in the classroom are the huge importance because when it comes to learning a second language. But why? Well, because the main purpose of learning a language is to communicate. So that we can say that the communication in the second language in the classroom is as important as learning grammar. So I came to the conclusion that learning about grammar is very important, but what happens if the learners don't practice what they are learning every day, which in this case is grammar and vocabulary? Well, the result is going to be that you are going to forget, or the students are going to forget more easily what they have learned previously. So the students are going to be learning things just for a while, and this is a very serious situation because the students can get frustrated. And why can this happen? Well, this is possible because the students spend a lot of time or years trying to learn a second language to be able to communicate in this type of language. And if they don't see results, well, they are going to feel frustrated and dismotivated to continue learning the language. So that I can say, based on my experience, that the only way in which you can be able to express your ideas and have conversations in English is by practicing the language. There is no other way because everything is about practice. So, do you see how important are communicative activities in the classroom? Now that we know how important are those kind of activities, I want to share with you some objectives of communicative activities. One objective of communicative activities is to help students to develop the ability of expressing ideas in a clear manner. And this is possible because when we practice the language by speaking, you're not just learning how to structure the sentence to express your ideas, but also you develop the organization of thoughts. And this is very important because this helps you to organize your ideas in your mind in order to express them in a clear and understandable way. Another objective is to make the students develop fluency and confidence when they are speaking the language. This is very important because with practice you are getting more and more confidence in yourself when you are speaking. And this helps you a lot to avoid hesitation, so you start sounding more competent. Now that we know the importance and objectives of these communicative activities, let's continue with the activity, and this is called Drawing My Life. The steps you have to follow are, first of all, you have to ask your students to get in pair. Then you are going to explain your students that they have to select a moment they have experienced in the past and they would like to share with their classmates using the simple past tense. Then your students have to draw some simple pictures that are going to help them to organize and remember the ideas of the story. And they are going to have 5 minutes to do so. Once they finish drawing, they will share their story with their classmates in a clear way using the drawings as a reference. When they finished sharing their stories, the students are going to ask their pair in a polite manner to share his or her story with them. Finally, when both finish sharing their stories, they are going to provide feedback to each other related with the topic. It could be related with verbs in past. In this way, they are going to share new vocabulary and verbs in past with each other, as the example you are going to see on the screen right now. Let's pretend that in the story, the student is going to talk about a moment he has spent on the beach, so the student is going to draw some pictures related with a story like this. Now let's tell the story. 2 years ago, I remember that I went to the beach with my family. I drove for 30 minutes to arrive to the beach. I enjoyed all the trips in the trees and the street. When we arrived to the beach, the first thing I did was to walk on the seashore. And suddenly, I saw a man selling coconuts and I decided to buy one, and so on. This activity is going to last at least 5 minutes. This is everything about my activity, and thank you for paying attention.